Hi friends, this is our Google Sheets. In this we have 4 rows and 4 columns. So necessary all the permissions on all we have given already. So this Google Sheet data will use to create our data frame. I'm just taking it to side. Okay, this is my Python code. So I am importing PyGSheets and then using it. Here it is, line number 1, and then the path where my secret code or credential is used for API for the Google Drive, and then I am connecting to my Google Drive by using service account. In the part 1 in detail we have discussed about how these APIs are used and how you will get all the API details and use it. So part 1 it is you can watch that one. So now let's use this to create our sheet. First we'll connect, we'll open this my Google Sheet 1. So sh is equal to gc dot open. I'm opening, my file name is my g sheets 1. Okay, that's my file name. Here it is. So this is in the drive side, the right side is my drive and Google Sheet is opened. So this data will bring it here. So I am just written this. Now worksheet 1, wk1 or worksheet 1 sh0. So I am connected, first worksheet. Now here I will just resize, it is already resized. I will just resize command I will give, wk1 dot resize. It is 10 by 10 rows and 10 columns I am keeping, because otherwise the worksheet is very big, we don't require, because hardly 4 rows and 4 column data is there. You can scale it up based on your requirement. Now let's create the data frame. Now the data frame is wk1 dot get as df for data frame. Now that's all. So all the default options I am using. So this df is created here. Now let's just print that df and see how this looks. So here it is, print df. Let's see, run this and see our data frame should populate here at the bottom, here the panel. So you can see it's getting executed, and yeah, sorry, get ads, not ads, get as df, sorry, mistake. Now let's run this and see now the data. Here it is. So name, id, math, english, this all this data frame, whatever data is here, sorry, this is worksheet data. I have created a data frame using that. For our understanding, we'll just use one count command to know how many rows and columns are there. So this is a data frame command only. It will tell me the number of rows, and we'll subsequently use this. I'm just running it again. You can see that, because sometime we will be requiring to count the number of rows and columns. So for that purpose, this one we are using. So let's just check it. Yeah, here you can see name, id, math, english. These are the 4 columns and each having 3 rows of data. We'll learn about the options. So let's comment this. Right now we'll not use this. So here first we will say, you can see that all the headers here in the data frame, sorry, in this side is the data, in that the column headers are used here. So these are the first line is used as column header. We'll tell no, it's not that, so don't use that. So we can say that by default has header is true. We are telling it has header equal to false. So now let me save this and run. So all the time by default this first row is taken as header. Now we are telling don't use that as header, use it as a data. So now you can see it will add 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. You can see 0, 1, 2, 3 like that, the column headers it has added, and use the first row as a first row as a data only, not as a header. So because we have mentioned it as header equal to false. One more thing is index. Now by default you can see data frame has added an index here. So we can specifically tell which column to use as index. So we'll say index column. I am deleting which one. We have to give an integer. So 1, 2. I want to use id. This side you can see the b. So id I will give it as 2. So let's save this and run. For if I want to give name as my index column to use, You can see here ID column has been given. Now let me just make it 1 and we'll see how that works. So let's see. Now the name will be used. You can see the name is used as index. Next option we'll learn is numerize. What's this worksheet? In this I am just changing it, giving a single quote, then 040. You watch this. This is what I have written here. You can see this. So now what happened? By default numerize is true. So what happened in this case? If I am saying nothing, I will not say anything. So I'll just say otherwise. This is the default value only. Even if I don't give it also, it is all the same. So numerize is NUMERIZ. Okay, so it is true. So what it will do, it will convert this as 40. So let's just save this and run. You can see, but this is not as per our this thing, it's a string. But it is, you can see here the output, you can watch here, this output is 40 because I have set numerize is true and it is the default value. So now let's make it false. What happens if I'll make it false? So let's see, it was earlier it has taken the value as 40. Now let's see what value. You can see it has taken it as 040. It has not numerized it. So it is as it is, it has taken. We'll learn how the cell value will be treated while bringing to a data frame. So I've just come to this column and I'm writing a formula here equal to, this is D3 plus say 40. Sorry, here it is D3 I mean D3 plus 40. So 70 it has come, fine. Another thing I will do, I will keep this one, I will format this one. This number I am giving it for currency. So okay, so this is the format I have used. Two things, I have added a formula and used it as a format. Okay, now let's come to our get as df option. There is an option value render. So we'll say here value render. So value render equal to, now first I am telling formatted value. Formatted value means whatever it is you bring it. Now let's run this and see now. So what we will get it is as formatted value on format VAL I missed. So okay, now I'm just running it again. Now I'll say this is okay. Now you can see the format is also has come, that the price symbol or the dollar symbol is already there. Here you can see. Now what I will do, I will type unformatted value. Just see this unformatted value I have written. Save this and run it. Now in this case, this is the value will come 70 because it is unformatted. Now format is removed. Another thing is I can say show the formula. These three values, three options, these values I can give formula. Let's see what happens in when I am asking to show the formula here. You can see it has displayed the formula equal to D3 plus 40. You can watch here. This is D340. Whatever the formula I have written here, you can see the same one has got it here. So this is the value render. I can use this option. We'll remove this part. Now we'll count the rows and columns. So we'll enable this line df count. Now we'll say that include telling empty rows. By default it is false. So I'm again first let's try, it is false. So now let's run this and see. So here you can see the 10 by 10. So the blank rows data is there. So you can see it has not taken any blank. So only it has shown name column has 3, ID has 3. So all have 3. So the rest, this all the rows are excluded. Now let me make it true. saving it, running it. Now you can see it will include all those things, these things also. So you can see that name, ID, math all have increased to 9 because it is 10 by 10 and 1 here is the header row is we are used. So data are 9 now. So this is how we can manage it, include trailing empty rows we can control. We'll learn how to handle the empty values in our data. Say we'll create some empty values, anything. I'm just deleting this and deleting this also. These two empty values are there. So these two values, how it is changing, we'll see. We'll just formatted one also will delete. Okay, now coming back to here, we'll say empty value equal to, we say hash. You can give star or anything, whatever you want. You want this to be replaced, or it's a placeholder. So for that. So now let's run this. You note that this empty value will be replaced while numerizing. While we are using the, you can see here, just see all the values are replaced with hash because we have given that one, because we have tried to give the empty value a placeholder. Now let's see what will make it numerize as false, means don't numerize any column. So in this case, will it change? It will not change. We'll see that this combination we'll see. By default numerize is true, so it converts everything. Actually at the time of conversion only it changes. So let's run this and see what happens now. You can see, okay, you can see, sorry, this part actually will comment it. So the print, this is, all things are going up. Numerize, NUME, sorry, that's why it's MER, numerize equal to false. Now let's run this. Now because this is by default, you can see it has not replaced. It has not replaced here, only at the format this place, because wherever it numerize is true or the cell values were numerizing, that case only the empty value will be replaced. That's all. We have almost explored all the options of the how we will transfer a data to and create a data frame, because it has got lot of utility values. So from we can draw data from a MySQL, transfer it to data frame and keep it on our Google Sheet and all. We'll subsequently next we'll learn. Earlier in the part 2 we have learned how from a data frame we have converted to Google Sheet. So this is part 3. Next we will learn some parts of the Kinter window where we will take a Google Sheet data and create some drop down list and all. So we will also familiarize with that combination. So like that we will be adding more tutorials and all. So I request you, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you will be notified as and when we add new tutorials. And if you have any question, doubts or any suggestions, please use the comment section below to post it. And thank you for watching and please subscribe.